Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to speak about potentially building a Bitcoin long. Fear and greed index is at extreme fear, and it's been down here for a few days now. So we're going to have a look at fear and greed index quickly. And if we have a look over the last 3 months, we've been in this extreme greed for almost 2 weeks now. Okay, so this tells us that this is a good opportunity to build long. So we're going to go over that now as well. So look at Bitcoin quickly. So on the daily time frame over here, yesterday looked pretty good, but we got rejected off the 50-day EMA perfectly over there. Always watch out for this. We did take profits on our Bitcoin long. Took profits straight into this region over here, guys. We spoke about this. We spoke about the 50%, the 204-hour EMA over there, as well as the 50-day EMA. So, excuse me, guys, I've got a bit of a cough here. But this is a high probability rejection zone, and we did get rejected and closed below the Monday open, which is not bullish, guys. It's not bullish. This week's looking very choppy so far. However, we are still holding up this 200-day EMA over here. So you can see 200-day EMA over there. So this is your kind of buy zone. I wouldn't hesitate to buy here. This is a good buying zone, guys. And we're going to speak about the macros now as well. Can we go lower? Well, of course, we can go lower, guys. It's always on the cards. We could always sweep this liquidity, something like that. But now is a good time to buy on a macro time frame because of the fear and greed index. So over here, of course, we are sitting at the moment at 25. If we go onto max, my bad, guys. If we go into the max here, what's interesting is that every time we come into the zone, it does mark a bottom. Okay. So here was August last year. Let's have a look at August last year. August last year was over here. Perfect time to buy, guys. This zone over here, great time to buy. Then the next time it was down there was, of course, April this year, which was over here. March-April period down here. So yes, we can still sit here for a while. We can be in the zone for up to a month, guys. So I think the next month, we could see some sideways action. Remember, guys, that this bottom this was in a good buying zone for 30-odd days. Here was also about 40 days. So we could be sitting in the zone over here for 40 days, guys. We could be going sideways. Maybe we come down underneath 100K. This would get everyone super bearish if we do come into the zone over here. So, maybe we do spend the next few weeks in the zone whilst the fear and greed index builds a solid base over here, and then ultimately makes that move to the upside. Sorry, guys, there's something literally in my throat. So yeah, like potential good buying opportunity. Looking at the fear and greed index, it's always been a good buying opportunity when the fear and greed index is down there. Can we see lower numbers? Yes, we can. Okay, we can see numbers like 9, 7. This would be the ultimate buying zone. But with the fear and greed index at 25 or lower, it being in extreme fear is historically a great time to buy. So let's definitely keep that in mind, guys. Definitely keep that in mind. The markets are starting to turn. We haven't seen a strong rejection off the 50-day EMA, in a while. So good to see the strong rejection. It shows that, some bears are, strong and stepping into the market. You can see we got rejected once and then, of course, twice off this 50-day EMA. And, normally we don't reject so harshly off it, but, it could be showing us that, the tides are potentially turning over here. But we still are above the key levels, guys. We still are above the key levels. Remember that there's a key level over here as well, from all-time high to the recent low over there. And this key level is coming in at this 100, basically 100K. So this is still a great buying zone, guys. This is support. You know, we should get a strong bounce off the zone, and this would be a great buying opportunity, guys. This would liquidate everyone that's gone long here with their stop loss over there. They would get taken out the market. If Bitcoin goes below 100K, it's going to be looking really ugly. Fear and greed index, we should see that all the way down here. So this could be a decent opportunity or a little window to build some longs. I'm going to wait for the week to close out, see what else we've got going on. But definitely looking at the fear and greed index, this is a decent time to be getting into some longs. Okay. ETH on the other hand, also just chopping sideways. It's going to basically follow what Bitcoin's doing. But I don't like how we're now trading underneath these highs over here. So this was a great, opportunity for a dip. But now that we're trading below there, this is looking like a deviation. Some kind of deviation pattern over here. And normally what happens when you deviate is you visit the other side of the range. So we had a range forming over here. We deviated the range, and then we went to the top of the range. Deviated. Now, we could come down to the bottom of the range just because we have deviated. So I don't like how we're trading here. We haven't tested this or retested the 50% wick over there. So let me just get rid of these drawings quickly, and we're going to zoom in a bit on ETH over here. So as you guys know, I've been waiting for the 50% wick test over here, obviously on that daily time frame. That's coming in at just around that $3,600 zone. So this is where I would be going long on Ethereum. If we do come into this zone over here, I'm just going to make that a bit bigger for you guys. This $3,600 zone, we almost tagged it the other day. It came to that 3,680 zone over there. However, 3,570. This is the ultimate buying zone, in my opinion. We should see a strong bounce over here. And you guys know what my overview is. If we go onto the weekly time frame, I'm just going to open up my weekly chart over here. Let's open that one up. And if we go into ETH BTC on the weekly time frame, this is looking bullish, in my opinion. So this is why I'm bullish on ETH BTC, guys, is because we have had this golden cross finally for ETH BTC. This is, of course, between the 21 weekly and the 50 weekly EMA over there. And this is a bull cross, and we have had a significant cool-off period over here with a decent wick. So what we could see is, 50% of that wick as well get filled on ETH BTC. This would make some sense. If Bitcoin sold off to the 100K zone and ETH BTC came down to this golden little pocket over here, of course, the golden pocket being where there's multiple confluence, this would be a great buying opportunity, guys, for ETH BTC. And I do see ETH BTC having a nice push up there, guys. Last time, this indicator does work pretty well. You basically you're in Bitcoin until you get the cross. So here we have the cross. Great time to be in ETH. Cross to the downside. Great time to be in Bitcoin. Okay, so we have had the cross now, so it's potentially a great time to be in ETH. So definitely watch out for this, guys. It doesn't seem like that at the moment, but it never does, guys. It's never obvious until later on. So watch out for ETH, guys. I'm going to look to build some longs in ETH. I really like this $3,600 zone for ETH, guys. But otherwise, I'm going to be waiting for the market to just cool off for a bit. It's going to chop everyone. It's going to go sideways. It's going to go up a little bit, down a little bit, and it's going to frustrate a lot of players, guys. It's going to frustrate a lot of players. And ultimately, the market hasn't gone anywhere since that massive liquidation on Friday. It's gone absolutely sideways. So it's been best to just do nothing for the past 2 weeks. I personally haven't traded much. Took a little small long on Bitcoin after we took profits on those shorts on the 10th of October. It's been the best trade has been no trade, guys. The best trade has been no trade. That's what the best traders have been doing. No trades. And of course, that's the swing traders. Scalp trading, there's always an opportunity out there. But yeah, I find swing trading very reliable personally. So yeah, I'm waiting for the market to give us some signals. So USDT dominance as well is getting this kind of golden cross, which isn't really what the bulls want to see, the crypto bulls, of course. Golden cross there for USDT dominance. That is right now, guys. That is right now. So often what can happen is we can get a pullback into that before setting the move out, or it could be a fake out. But just definitely watch out for this. It is obviously a lagging indicator. It is a lagging indicator. So yeah, we have had the push up, the EMAs have crossed, and we're going to wait to see what happens with USDT dominance. But remember, when this is bullish, the crypto market is bearish. It looks like we have reclaimed this level over here. So let's see, guys. We're most likely going to chop around in this area over here and frustrating a lot of players. But guys, there isn't too much to go on about today. The thesis is the same. We're going to just wait for Bitcoin to get above this 114K zone for us to get bullish, even 115K. Consolidate above here, and we're going to be bullish. Otherwise, yeah, you can't really short Bitcoin here, and I wouldn't be longing it either. So at the moment, it is a no trade zone. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining the stream, and we'll see you later this week. Cheers for now.